From the picturesque Pacific Northwest and the city of Seattle, welcome inside Lumen Field, where all the 12s make it at home for the Seahawks. Stage is set. Ball is on the tee. And off we go on EA Sports. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he decides not to bring it out. So they'll take over at the 30-yard line. First and 10. Throwing to begin. It's Hurts. Toward the middle of the field that time, but incomplete.
There's a fine line between trusting your arm and having a little bit too much faith in your arm, right? I think this was one of those situations here, Mike, where there was nowhere to go with the ball. He tries to fit that one in there anyway, and he's lucky that it just falls incomplete.
We'll try again here. Second and 10. Looks like a design run. Hurts has it. Nothing doing there. He'll go down behind the line.
Trying to catch the defense off guard with this designed quarterback run. Doesn't go down for a sack, but either way, defense was ready for it, able to bring the quarterback down for a loss.
Third and long. They'll fake the give. Now it's Hurts. And he'll let it go deep for Johnson.
So anytime a team suffers an early setback like that interception, human instinct says, Mike, we need to get away from our game plan. We need to adjust. I don't think that's the case. There's a lot of game left, a lot of chances to avenge that play and still connect downfield on some of these passes. All proven, though, Mike. They've got to identify what went wrong. Let's correct it so we're able to move forward.
They'll run with the rookie out of Florida. And a nice run there. He'll be stopped just shy of a first down. A pickup of 9.
When the offense broke the huddle in a line, Mike, I think everybody in the stadium knew this was going to be a run, but the offense is kind of saying, okay, line up. I dare you to try to stop us. And right now, this defense has no answers.
An enviable spot to operate from. Here's second and inches. Arizona will take its first timeout. Clock will stop. They'll stick with him again. And he's got it. First down. A pickup of 4.
It's possible they could have tried to be a little bit more aggressive on second down, knowing they had third and inches in their back pocket. But I don't think anyone's going to complain. Pick up the first down, extend the drive, see if you can go score.
And a good tackle out wide will hold them to a gain of just 3. 2nd and 7. Throw to the right flat. It is caught. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up 3rd down.
Ready up. 19 Lions. Tag 79 Broncos.
He'll drop to throw. He manages to get the throw away and completes it. And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10.
Well, they've come out swinging here on this opening drive through the air, and that's exactly what they wanted to do. Generate some early chunk plays and try to get some points.
A run on 1st and goal. He'll get maybe a yard down to the 4-yard line. Inside the 5, it is 2nd and goal. He'll try and run right on the option. And this time he will work his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Seattle. His 12th touchdown of the year. Taking care of business on the ground to get the score. And, Greg, the big guys up front, they deserve some praise on that one.
Absolutely, Mike. And it really only takes one guy to distort the defense and win his block. But in this case, give credit to the entire unit. They did their job, and they reward their offense with a touchdown.
Seven 0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. Johnson now to return. Now an opening past the 30. And he'll be out of bounds on the return. And the drive will begin there. First and 10 now from the 36. In motion, Lamb. And he's going to be taken down right at midfield. Here's first and 10. The motion man is Johnson. They'll come up now for second down and 4. They'll run it for the first time with Bijan Robinson. And he'll be near the first down marker. Let's call it a gain of 3, but a short yardage situation coming up on third down. The tight end, Okonkwo, is in motion. They'll try to run for it with Robinson. Trying to get to the edge. He will not get there. As a matter of fact, he was taken down behind the line. And that brings up fourth down.
The idea here for this offense is you're not really thinking necessarily touchdown. You're thinking first down. Let's get a fresh set of downs here and reset. But in this case, they suffer a loss, and it brings up fourth down.
Fourth down. Here's Hurts. He's got his man complete to Johnson. And they will finally run him down.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone. And this is where you have to finish drives.
Five yards from the house. They've got it first and goal. Now Hurts going to run this one himself. They'll come up with nothing there. Fortunate just to get back to the line. And that'll set up second and goal.
You could see the quarterback, once he got the snap, he was looking for any seam, any daylight. But nothing materialized, and he's fortunate he got back to the line of scrimmage.
Here's another shot from the 6 at second and goal. The motion man is Johnson. This one caught at the 4.
The receiver thought he had a nice soft spot in that zone coverage, and he settles down to give a nice target to the quarterback. But the defense had eyes on him the entire time. Secure rally tackle prevents that from turning into a big play.
They go 5 receivers for third down and 4. Back to throw. That's going to be intercepted in the end zone. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
So often, Mike, defenders are just happy the ball ends up in his hands, but not this guy. I mean, the catch was one thing, but then the party really got started. I mean, look at this return. He gets one block. He gets another. He's got teammates springing him all over the field, and this offense is lucky this didn't go all the way back for a pick 6.
Let's go now.
Up the middle they go. And he's going to lose yardage on this play. They knock him back to the midfield stripe. Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. From the 50, he'll set up to throw. Quick throw here is complete. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play in this opening quarter. Set to go now on 1st and 10.
Here we go, set.
A handoff as they try to run it here. And some space opens as he's brought down following a gain of 6. They'll work now on 2nd and 4. Back to the ground. He'll get it again. And he will not be able to get free, picking up only a yard. Now it's 3rd down. He'll look to throw. That's caught. Left side. It's complete. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks.
We're seeing this so much all across the NFL, Mike, is the value placed on a receiver being able to turn into a runner after they're able to secure the catch. And sometimes it's easier said than done. If you want to survive in this league as a wide receiver, you have to be able to make plays like this after the catch. And great job there by the quarterback being accurate, and great job by the receiver.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Here comes a return from the goal line. Not much on the return. They'll stop him at the 17. Back to throw here to begin the drive. Now here's another ball that's intercepted. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
You know, what I'm seeing play out there right now, Mike, is just a frustrated offense playing on tilt. And on the other side of the ball, I'm seeing a defense that's happily taking advantage of these decisions. I mean, how else do you explain 3 consecutive drives that result in a pick? I mean, each mistake just feeds the next. It feeds frustration. And all at the same time, it's leading to questionable throws and easy picks.
Going back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. And he finds a little bit of space. He'll take this forward for a gain of 4. Here's 2nd and 6. Now a give on the ground. And he's going to go into the end zone, but he may have gotten a little help along the way. This one's coming back. Now they'll set up to throw. He'll get this complete to his man out of the backfield. And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on 3rd down.
Well, this is a great example of the old saying, Mike, you never go broke taking a profit. And give credit to this quarterback. I know it's not the big explosive play he was looking for, but getting the ball into the hands of his running back, allow him to pick up some extra yardage after the catch.
On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. That is going to be hauled in. He's got it. Touchdown, Seattle.
All week we're going to see this play be run over and over as a highlight of the quarterback and the receiver. But, Mike, the part that people don't give enough credit to, in order to get a downfield shot, you have to have time. And what a great job by the offensive line, allowing the quarterback to be comfortable enough in the pocket. Let those deeper routes develop, be on time and accurate with the ball, and that's why this play is going to be a highlight all week. Let's give the big guys up front some credit.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This kick is fielded in the end zone, but no move to bring it out. It's touchback, and that ball will come out to the 30-yard line. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. A pistol snap back to Hurts. That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete.
If you want to be a top-notch NFL DB, of course, yes, the athleticism is a given. But it's really, you have to be instinctive. The instincts are what allow you to maximize those physical skills, and you saw them on full display right here, leading in the big-time breakup.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. They'll turn and hand this one off. And nothing on that one, back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it.
The integrity of the defense, Mike, is based on every defender holding their gap. That's exactly what we saw out of this defensive tackle. Not only did he hold his gap, he's able to shed his block and make the play.
Here's a 3rd and 10. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. And that is incomplete.
This offense has to find a way to be better on 1st and 2nd down, Mike. Living in these 3rd and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
This one fielded out beyond the 25. And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. His drive will start on the ground. He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe he gets a yard out of that one. It's 2nd down. They'll look to throw. Quick throw, out wide. It's caught. And they'll work this close to a 1st down, maybe just a tad short.
These are the play calls, Mike, that offensive coordinators use to just get their quarterback and their passing game into some sort of rhythm. Easy pitch and catch, get the ball out of his hand, see a completion. These typically, as the game goes on, lead to bigger and bigger gains.
They'll throw here on 3rd and short yardage. He's got the 1st down and more than that. And he'll be out of bounds, but not before he gets inside the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 28 as they convert on 3rd down. Here's a run going left. And they will take him down at the 20-yard line.
When you go out and invest in a young guy like this to be part of your backfield's future, you've got to find ways to get him involved early, and I think here's a case of doing just that.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10.
Let's go now.
They'll stay on the ground. And he'll be taken down as we tick down to the 2-minute warning. They face 2nd down and 7. Here is the option, running right. And he'll take this ahead for a gain of about 5, and here comes 3rd down. And he'll just have to throw this one away. There was nowhere to go downfield. And now it's going to bring up a fourth down.
So defensively, there's always the initial pass coverage plan. And then when that breaks down and the quarterback goes into scramble mode, how fast can you then move on to the second phase and what they call plaster, meaning find the nearest receiver and almost play him man-to-man. And it's exactly what they did here. And there was nowhere for the ball to go, and he's forced to just throw it away.
The field goal unit on the sideline. They'll line up to go for it on fourth down. They send a receiver in motion left. A shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. That is incomplete. They took a chance throwing it on fourth and short, but not to be, and they'll turn it over on downs.
And here we have a real gutsy call here, Mike, early in this game offensively. I think you're giving up a surefire field goal attempt, but at the same time, you're demonstrating to your players, hey, offense, I have a lot of trust in you, and let's see if they have this same approach as the rest of this game plays on.
Hurts to the air on first down. And this will be incomplete.
As this offense continues to put anything together and score some points, they need to just take a step back. Then you say, okay, we've struggled here in the first half putting points on the scoreboard. Don't worry about chasing points. Let's chase first downs. Let's chase completions. Just start building something small. And oftentimes when you take that approach, it snowballs, and next thing you know, you find your groove.
Hey, 73.
On second down, Hurts. The rush gets there. He goes down back inside the 5-yard line.
If you're going to take a sack, you just can't add to it by taking such a massive loss on top of it. Understand when the pocket breaks down, move up, cut your losses. Now, not only do you lose that down, but now you face a big uphill battle if you want to extend this drive.
And that is incomplete.
The offense just couldn't seem to get anything going that drive. They knew they had a long way to go, taking over possession that deep in their own territory. You want to pick up that first down and see if you can capitalize some momentum. Instead, the errant throw brings up fourth down, and they're going to have to punt it away.
So they come to the line for first down and 10.
Here we go. Cougar 19.
He'll get this out wide. And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard. Now Seattle going to use the first of their timeouts. It comes with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. Here's second and 9. They'll throw out of the gun. Now a ball deep, middle of the field. That ball incomplete. Got the hands in there to break it up. Could have been a big gainer. Instead, it sets up a third down.
How often do we see teams kind of nurse these big leads, Mike, especially as the game unfolds? They turn to the ground game. They try to slow everything down. Well, not this offense. They refuse to take their foot off the gas. They're still mining for explosive plays. And frankly, with the way today's gone, I don't blame them.
Shotgun snap as they'll throw it on third down. Open man, right side. He's got it. He is in. Touchdown, Seahawks. So 2 touchdowns for him in this one. Numbers 12 and 13 on the year. And the show continues. What a first half he's had, Greg. A third touchdown pass with that one.
Mike, what stood out to me the most so far is just the amount of space these guys have had to operate in. I think if I'm this defensive coordinator, me and my staff at halftime are revisiting this game plan. They obviously felt good about it coming in, but I don't think there's anything to feel good about thus far.
Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. This is taken in at the goal line. Oh, he's got room past the 30. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. Smith in Jigba, the man in motion. Hurts looking to throw on first down. He's got this to Bijan Robinson. And they're going to bring him down, but there is a penalty marker on the field. A shotgun snap now to Hurts. His pass caught. It's Chigokonkwo. Now a timeout charge to Arizona. That is their second. And they stop it with 19 seconds to go in this opening half. Here's a 2nd and 9. From the shotgun, it's Hurts. And he'll let it go deep for Johnson. And they take him down. Big pickup through the air. But there is a flag on the field. Will this stand? Now Jalen Hurts on second down. Again, working deep downfield. And that is incomplete.
Well, not exactly breaking news here, Mike. They got speed on the perimeter that just not a lot of teams in the NFL have. So even though that ball falls incomplete, I think they have to continue to do it. Continue to pressure this defense and make them defend the entire field. Because as they're worried about him running by them, there is a lot of space open underneath.
3rd and long for Hurts. He's going to look downfield once again. That's going to wind up incomplete. Not much time remaining. Time for one more snap here in this first half.
There's only a handful of guys in the league who legitimately have world-class speed, and he's one of them. I mean, he's the type of weapon that you 3 or 4 times a game have to just say, okay, my guy, he's faster than your guy. We're going to send him deep and let it fly. And even though that one falls incomplete, you have to continue to sprinkle that threat in because it makes everything else in your passing game that much easier.
So we've reached halftime here on our Thursday nighter to start the new NFL week. As we'll send you over to Orlando, our EA Sports halftime report with the coach. Jonathan, all yours. Hi, Coach. Thank you. 2 very different halftime speeches by these head coaches, that's for sure, as we get set for half number 2. Very one-sided first half of action. Will we get a turnaround? Let's find out. The 3rd quarter is underway. Now return coming from the 7. Great coverage there by the kick team. He's down inside the 10-yard line. Following the kickoff, we have an injured player on the field. As the athletic training staff looks at him, we'll step away for a moment. First and 10. The third quarter begins with a run. And he's going to be taken down up around the 24-yard line.
This is one of those cases where having high-end speed in the backfield can be such a game changer. The offensive linemen don't need to hold their blocks quite as long. You give this guy a little bit of a crease, and man, he is gone.
To him on first down. Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's second down.
Okay, ready?
He'll drop to throw. That's complete to Metcalf. And they'll bring him down, but not until he gets to the 38-yard line.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play. And it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest. And that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
Now a run on first down. Inside the 30. And he's got another one. Touchdown, Seattle. That touchdown number 3 for him in the game, and number 14 for the year. Taking care of business on the ground. They run it into the end zone to put 6 on the board.
Mike, some of the hardest elements to coach for a running back is vision and patience. And in this case, you saw both of them on display, and he's able to take the long run all the way to the house for 6.
The extra point is good. And the Seahawks stretch out this lead even more. It is now 35-0. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he will not bring it out. It's a touchback, and this drive will begin at the 30-yard line. The tight end, Okonkwo, is in motion. Hurts will work here from the pistol. Throwing off his back foot, and it's taken in. A big play to kick off this drive. It's a gain of 34.
And, Mike, I think as they try to find themselves clawing back in this game, they're going to have to make a concentrated effort here in the second half to continue to get him involved. Give him opportunities in space with the ball in his hand, and chances are, when he has it, good things happen.
A give, and here comes Robinson. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line.
And what a start to this drive. A little bit of everything. First, you get the explosive pass to start it out, and then you follow it up on the ground, picking up good yardage. The ability to weave back and forth as a play caller, it just puts so much pressure on the defense.
Let's go now.
The motion man is Johnson. Nice gain on first down, but the penalty flags come in. And the question now, will the play stand? Here's Robinson. And he'll get about 6 there, setting up second down. The motion man is Johnson. And a nice defensive play there coming through to make the play in the backfield. Third and long. To throw is Hurts. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a fourth down. The field goal unit is out for the Cardinals. His kick will split the uprights. It's good. And the Cardinals cut 3 off the lead, but they still face a sizable deficit.
So anytime an offense comes off the field after settling for 3, you always have to take the good with the bad. In order to get down there in field goal range, you had to do something positive to move the ball. But at the same time, how are we going to be able to finish these drives and convert for 6 the next time we get down there?
Whoa! Nice job by the return team as he takes it across the 30-yard line. They'll begin here on the ground. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
We've seen this back have his way with this defense all game long, Mike. He's up over 100 yards for the game, but this time the defense said, we've had enough. They sold out to stop him. They hold him to no gain.
Here we go.
Finding Metcalf quickly on the RPO. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
This is a great example here of just not getting too complicated as an offensive coordinator. Who's one of your best players on the field, and how do you get the ball in his hands?
Here now, 3rd and 5.
Ready.
He'll look to throw. He'll look middle, and he's got his man complete. That's catch number 5 tonight, and it's good for a first down.
All right, Mike, now it's getting to the point where it's almost becoming borderline disrespectful. I mean, despite having this big lead here in the second half, they continue to take shots downfield. They are not content with just running this clock out and shaking hands and going off with a win. Truth be told, I think they're trying to embarrass him, and they're doing a pretty good job at it.
Here's a handoff out of the gun, and he'll work forward for about 3. It's second down. And he'll give it up on the pitch. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
pretty much just more of the same from what we saw with this back in the first half, and he doesn't need much. He gets a little bit of space, and then he can create the rest. It's the combination of patience, vision, and then the burst to hit the hole once he sees it. This guy's been a handful all day.
And he'll plow forward for a gain of 4 yards. Here's a 2nd and 6. They'll stick with him again. And he is going to be stuffed well behind the line of scrimmage. That play going absolutely nowhere.
With how fast they were all over that play, you almost wonder, Mike, was there a pre-snap tell? Did they know that play was coming? Because I'll tell you, that defense was on it from the start.
Let's go. Mustang 19. Hey, check that. Street. Ready?
On 3rd down, they'll throw from the gun. That's over the middle and taken in. Oh, he doesn't put it away, and the ball's out. And this is taken in by the defense. Wow, you think you have moved it down the field with a terrific pass and catch, but got to finish the play. And on the turnover, the defense takes over.
You work so hard. Execute the play the way it's designed, and you come up with a huge explosive play in the pass game, only to then lose it because of poor ball security. And that's exactly what we saw here. Give credit to the defense forcing that ball out, but it's a shame that it came at the end of what was a big offensive play.
Great. Set.
The drive will begin here with a run by Robinson. Not much there, maybe a yard. They'll go again with Robinson. He's going to force his way for a yard or 2, but looks like this one's going to be coming back. So that'll move them back half the distance, and they'll try it again.
Set.
On the give, it's Robinson. Here's 3rd and 7. Now Hurts. And that pressure too great. He's going to be sacked in the end zone. And that is a safety. So first the decision to throw down here, backed up near your own goal line. And the defense gets to the quarterback, sacking him, Greg, in the end zone for a safety.
Mike, anytime you're willing to call a pass backed up this deep in your side of the field, you have to trust that your quarterback is going to have the clock in his head to get the ball out of his hand. In this case, he holds on to it too long. The defense is able to get to him in the end zone, and it results in the safety.
Tight end, the motion man to the right. He'll work this ahead for 2, maybe 3. Asante Samuel up from the corner spot to make the stop. As they try to run it here. And he'll be brought down on what will be the final act here in this third quarter. So we are through 3. We'll have more Thursday Night Football after this. Third and 5.
Set. 79 Broncos. Go.
From out of the gun, he'll throw. He's got the open man. That's McConkey. Just his first catch. They have held him in check so far, but that one gives him a first down.
And that throw just seems like the cherry on top of what has been an incredible day for this quarterback. And I wouldn't be surprised here late if we get to see the backup after this drive. And there's one guy in the stadium that has earned the right to stand on the sideline and relax. It's this quarterback.
The hole closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3. Now, following the run, one of the offensive linemen leading the way is a bit shaken up. That not a welcome development here late in a one-sided game. 2nd and 7. They'll try and run right on the option. And the tackle is going to be made down at the 40-yard line.
And this running game has really been rolling, Mike, all game long. The holes, the run lanes, they've been there consistently. Here's another nice run as they look to put this game away.
Here we go.
Back to the ground. He'll get it again. And the defense was ready for him this time. Did not have the same room to run. That one's no gain.
Defensive coaches preach every day, Mike, swarm to the ball. Get as many hacks to the ball carrier as possible. And this is a great reason why. The ball carrier is able to make the first guy miss, but it was the pursuit from the rest of the defense that's able to get him down and keep him to no gain.
He's into space past the 25. Just his first catch. They have held him in check so far, but that one gives him a first down.
Think back to what they told us during the week, Mike. They said this primetime platform, this is a tremendous opportunity for us to show the entire league and put them on notice. And boy, after this performance, boy, have they ever.
He's taken down just shy of the 10.
Here's a case of an offense just piling on. You're really imposing your will on the defense. Everyone in the stadium knows you're going to run it. The defense knows it, you know it. And no matter what they do, they have no answers whatsoever.
On 1st and 10, it's a handoff. Wait a minute, it's a reverse. He'll work his way ahead for a gain of about 4. On 2nd down, they're going to run the option here to the right. They'll try to run this one in. And he's into the end zone yet again. Touchdown, Seahawks. What a night he's having. That's 4 touchdowns in this game alone. The extra point try forthcoming. He's got it. And the Seahawks add on to their already sizable lead.
The kickoff for Seattle.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Oh, what an unforced error at an untimely moment. Just tied the game, but then the kickoff out of bounds, and the ball comes out to the 40-yard line. They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. They'll start on the ground with Robinson. And that'll be a pickup of 3. Another run here for Robinson. And he's going to have the first down yardage across the 50 to the 48.
Second down at these distances, Mike, you pretty much anticipate a pass, and I think that's what the defense was lined up thinking. In this case, they leave a little too much room on the ground, and the offense is able to pick up a first down.
The motion man is Johnson. After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9. A good spot here, 2nd and a yard. They run over center with Robinson. And he'll be taken down as the clock ticks towards 2 minutes to play. So 2 minutes left to play in the second half. Greg and I back on EA Sports after this. Here's 1st and 10. A pistol snap back to Hurts. Now a screen going to be set up for Robinson. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
Just a little slow developing on that screenplay there. It was pretty obvious to the entire defense exactly what was going on. Nobody was thinking pass. Nobody was getting back into their drops, and just nowhere for that back to go.
It's a give up the middle to Robinson. That one never got started. Too much defensive pressure. They dropped him in the backfield.
Just feels like this has been the story of the day for this offense. Just unable to get anything going on the ground, and a big reason they find themselves trailing, and another loss of yards.
On 3rd down, it's Robinson. He needed 13, and that's exactly what he got. By the nose of the football, it's a first down.
More often than not, Mike, when a team decides to keep the ball on the ground on a 3rd and long like this, typically the next play is either a punt or a field goal. But give credit here to this play caller. He saw something in the defense, gives the ball to his back, and he's able to pick up big yardage and the first down.
Now he takes off.
You have to admire when quarterbacks are willing to put their head down and fight for some extra yardage, Mike. Sometimes the juice ain't worth the squeeze. Get down, protect yourself, live to play another snap.
The field goal unit is out for the Cardinals. This a 31-yard attempt. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. So it's a win here for the Seahawks. They get